Hello friend, I am Naval. You are watching Code with Naval. Welcome to Java series part 84. In the last video we saw linked list. In this video we are going to discuss about a vector class. So vector class is similar to ArrayList. It also uses a dynamic array to store the data element. Vector is a synchronized, vector is a thread save. Vector have so many methods, those not present inside a collection because vector introduced before collection. Vector introduced in a Java 1.0 and then collection introduced say Java 1.2. Vector class implemented a random access so we can access any element in a same speed. We already saw random access interface in a ArrayList. ArrayList also implemented a random access. That's why ArrayList can return any element in a same speed. Also the same scenario in a vector. Vector also implemented a random access so we can access any element in a same speed. We can retrieve any element in a same speed. Vector all method name is a too lengthy. Almost in every method name use element because vector is a old classes, vector is a legacy classes, and that time naming convention they don't give a priority naming convention. That's why they use a lengthy name. Vector initial capacity is a 10. Vector size incremental double each time. Vector size incrementing double each time. If current capacity is a 10, then vector next capacity, if new array create, if we try to insert 11th index, then it will create a 20. If vector current capacity is in 20 and we are trying to insert a 21st element, then it will become a 40, then 40, then 80, and so on. It will simply incrementing a double. Okay, whatever current size, it will simply incrementing a double. You can see vector size incremental double each time, and you can see this formula: capacity, current capacity, okay, new capacity. What is new capacity? 2 into current capacity, okay, 10 into 2, that means 20. Vector provide a constructor, there we can pass a incremental capacity. This is a good thing in a vector. Here we can pass the incremental capacity. Okay, by default the vector incrementing a double each time. If 10 complete, 10 initial default capacity 10, if this 10 capacity complete and we try to insert 11th index, okay, 11th value, then it will simply create a new vector, okay, new vector list, and it will give that vector size is a 20. Okay, but I don't want 20 directly, I don't want increase double. Okay, I want if 10 value complete, if 10 element fill, okay, and I am trying to add 11th element, then only 5 capacity, only 5 element should be added. So we can pass here, simply we can pass here incremental capacity. Okay, we can define initial max capacity and improve performance. Here also we can pass max capacity initially, only we can improve performance. Okay, same like a array. Okay, let's open Eclipse and I'll show this vector class. Okay, let's create a new class. I'll simply create a new class, and this class name is the part 84. Okay, so let's create here main method. I'll simply create a main method, and inside a main method let's create a vector object. Okay, I'll simply create this generic string, and here add s equal to new vector. Okay, let's hit enter. Here you can see this one is a vector object created. Okay, let's see how many constructor provide a vector. Okay, you can see vector empty constructor, then vector can accept collection. Okay, then here you can see vector, here we can pass initial capacity, then this vector, here we can pass initial capacity and incremental capacity. Okay, you can see capacity incremental. Okay, let's try first this simple constructor. Okay, or we can say empty constructor, and let's see yes dot, you can see, okay, not a, yes dot add. Okay, you can see this one is a vector method. Okay, you can see this one is a vector method. You can see this one add element. Okay, here we can simply a, I'll simply add here a, then yes dot, you can see in this, here you can see most of method have a element, insert element, first element, or I'll simply show you in an internal code. Here you can see implemented random access, clonable and serializable. Because this random access, we can retrieve any element in a same speed. Okay, you can see here most of method use a element. You can see element, first element, last element, set element, remove element, insert element, add element, remove element. You can see most of method use a element because this vector is the old class and that time they don't follow any naming convention. Maybe that's why they use this element word again and again. Basically vector class provides some extra features. Okay, here vector class provide this. What extra features we already discussed? Let's discuss one more time, or I'll simply modify this constructor. Okay, this extra features vector class provide. We can pass incremental capacity also. Here you can see initial capacity I want 100 and incremental capacity I'll pass 5. Okay, whenever I add a record, whenever this 100 in initial capacity complete, then it will only increment 5. Okay, 105. This vector size become a 105. Okay, again this 5 complete, then again it will add 5. Again it will add a 5. It will increment after 100 completion. It will increment a 5. It will not increment a directly double increment when we create a simple constructor, when we don't pass any initial capacity, or we can say any incremental capacity. In that scenario it will simply increment double. Okay, this one is a good thing in a vector. And second thing, let's check one more time. You can see almost I'll simply check a synchronize. You can see synchronize. This all are a vector method. You can see synchronize. You can see this synchronize keyword. Vector all method are a thread shape. All method are thread shape. Okay, so then you got a question. I want make my array list synchronize, because array list is not thread shape. So how can we make array list object synchronize? Okay, so we can do that. Okay, let's create here array list, and let's create this non-generic al equal to new array list. Okay, let's remove this also. Now we have one utility class. Collection provider two utility classes. We will discuss in detail those utility classes. So now I'll simply show you how can we convert this simple array list to synchronized array list. Okay, simply collection. Okay, let's see collections. Okay, this one collection is the interface. This collections is a class. Okay, collections dot set. Okay, synchronize. Okay, collection dot synchronize list. You can see here synchronize list. You can say, you can convert a set also in a synchronize. You can convert synchronize list, and here we pass this list object al, and here this list become a synchronize. This array list become a synchronize thread shape. Okay, it's a simple one line code. So here in vector we have a few advanced thing, but we don't use a vector class mostly because the vector class is a legacy class, and vector class methods name is too lengthy. Almost in every method use a element this word. Okay, so in this video that's it. In the next video we will see next topic. Till that, bye bye.